Hello, today I'll be reviewing First Class on LNER's Azuma train from London King's Cross to Edinburgh Waverley. I have reviewed Standard Class on this train before. Make sure to check that out using the link in the description box below or at the end of this video. I used the London Underground to get to King's Cross, and it was a short walk from there to the entrance of the station. The train station has designated one entrance and one exit to help with social distancing and any congestion. Entering the station, I first checked what platform my train would be on using the screens. Usually this area is extra busy all the time, but it was a lot quieter today. Right below the screens was the entrance to the first class waiting area, which can be accessed by most LNER First Class ticket holders. Inside the lounge, I showed my ticket to a person at the desk who then waved me through into the lounge. There were a few other passengers waiting for their trains, but it was quiet enough that I could get my own table and maintain distance from other people. There are usually small refreshments available, such as biscuits and chips and bottled water or tea and coffee, but since last year with pandemic restrictions, LNER has not been serving these in their first class lounge at King's Cross. That being said, the lounge is still a better experience than waiting in the general area of the station if you arrive early or have to wait for your train, as there are plenty of comfortable, modern seating areas and it is much quieter. There are also toilets available for use just past the entrance of the lounge, which might be cleaner than the toilets in the general area of the station. I waited in the lounge until my train arrived, then made my way to the platform. It was a bit of a walk to the platform, so don't wait until last minute to board. Boarding was very easy. I simply found my carriage and seat number, which I had selected when booking my ticket. Due to social distancing requirements, LNER has required that everyone boarding their trains has a pre-selected seat, and some of the seats have been blocked off. I think LNER has done this really well, as it removes the possibility of having to sit right next to a stranger during a pandemic. We left the station on time and I settled in for the 4-hour, 20-minute ride up to Edinburgh Waverley. Today's train was also calling at York, Darlington, Newcastle, and Berwick-upon-Tweed. Taking a look at the inside of the first class carriages now, there were very few passengers and everyone had their own table. There were single seats available as well, which would be good for solo travelers in non-pandemic times. The seats had a comfortable cloth fabric with good recline. Each seat had a cushioned headrest and armrest, electrical outlet, and USB outlet. The table was very sturdy, with plenty of room, and there were areas above the seats to store smaller bags and coats. I also had plenty of legroom to stretch out. In between carriages, there were areas to store bicycles, with a lavatory across from the storage area. The toilet is the same as in standard class, with good water pressure from the tap, plenty of hand soap, and a hand dryer. A working toilet, baby changing facilities, and a coat hook were also available. At the end of each carriage, there were luggage racks for larger bags. Complimentary refreshments were also provided to first-class passengers. Normally, both hot food and snacks are available, but due to the pandemic, LNER has reduced their food service to pre-packaged snacks, bottled water, and hot beverages only. The snacks were available in the last carriage, or passengers could wait until the train attendants came to their seats to order, although this only occurred 2 or 3 times the whole journey. The snack bag provided included a paper bag, bottled water, biscuits, and a bag of chips. I also asked for coffee, which was very average, and they included milk, sugar, and a stirrer. It isn't a lot of food, so I would recommend buying food before boarding the train if you would like something more substantial. Sandwiches, paninis, and toasties were also available for purchase from the food cart, although the options are quite limited, especially during the pandemic. If you'd like to see a menu with prices, there's one in my LNER Azuma Standard Class review video. After the snack, I explored the other lavatory available. Overall, I found the LNER Azuma First Class experience to be enjoyable. I like that LNER has made an effort to keep passengers distanced both in the station and on the train. I'm honestly not sure if paying more for first class during the pandemic is worth it, given there is no hot food and you would probably have a similar amount of space in standard class. That being said, the seats are definitely more comfortable with the recline and a bit of extra padding, and there are solid, sturdy tables available at every seat, so it is easier to get some work done on the journey. Let me know if you think it's worth it in the comments. After arriving in Edinburgh, I walked the whole platform as the first-class cars were at the back of the train. Edinburgh Waverley was also quiet, and there were stickers on the floor reminding people to distance and pointing people in the direction of the exits using their one-way exit and entry system. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.